Have you been looking for new Terraria mods with crazy lore and some insane boss fights? Well, I introduce to you the Mod of Redemption. This Terraria mod introduces some next level storytelling with cutscenes, insane bosses, and all new weapons and items for you to play with. Now, I know you all are eager to see this, but before we get into this video, I want to make sure you guys are subscribed so you get to see more content like this. We are coming up on 1,000 subscribers currently, and it would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, let's roll with the video. Now, the first bit of lore is over here, and as you can see, this guy just pops out of a portal. And you get a bunch of dialogue and you get a bunch of stories, so make sure you follow along. I'm not going to really show you it in this. But this portal is also super important for one of the boss fights. But after you talk to this guy, you get this chalice fragments item. And it says, holding this in your hand will point to an ancient structure. And we are right above the ancient structure that they are pointing to, which is right here. Yep, right here. And let's just get a bunch of torches and whatnot. We place one there. And as you can see, it's a music box. And it plays a creepy little song from the soundtrack. And down here, you'll see a bunch of gold and whatever this is. And it says, the cursed gem. Material, a gem or an eye. And so what this does is, bam, chalice of alignment. Tells you your current alignment. A sentient treasure cursed to judge those who wield it. Now, if we take a look at what the chalice of alignment does, as you can see, it gives you this little icon right here. It says alignment 2. And it says whenever you right click it, it tells you how you're doing, and mine said I chose the right path, or I'm choosing the right path. And you can gain and lose alignment by defeating bosses and making decisions with NPCs, which I think is crazy. Like, I've never seen a mod that does this. And changes in alignment can change dialogue and what happens in your world, which is just, I've never heard of that. Like, I've heard of that from AAA games, not a Terraria mod. But I'm going to show you guys some bosses, some items, weapons. I'm going to show you pretty much most of it. I'm going to try to keep lore out of it as much as I can because I really want you guys to enjoy this story. But yeah, let's go. So for the first modded boss you fight, it will probably be Thorn. It is very common to see this around. And that little heart thing over there that you need to destroy to summon him. Now, what I did, I geared myself up as if I was in pre-hard mode, just like you guys. And so you get a good example of how this will go. And right here, if we break that, it says, Heart of Thorns summons an unfortunate curse bearer, only usable at day. And if we summon it, here he is. These thorns do get quite annoying though. But he's pretty stationary, you just have to worry about, you know, his attacks, that's pretty much it. As you can see, it's nothing too crazy. He does teleport every now and then, and you get these little cutscenes. But just go here. He's about to die. And there we have it. He's done. And we get the treasure bag of thorns. And we get the zealous root tendril, the circlet of brambles, and you'll probably get a couple other things. The loot tables are very different, but the root tendril is a summon weapon, so that's really nice. Another early summon weapon. And here you go, it's a whip. It does decent amount of damage. I believe it's, yep, 16. It says striking enemies with the tip of the whip will heal the user. That's actually so huge. Plus 3 health? That's so OP. And then the circlet of brambles. Every 5th use of a magic weapon shoots a spread of stingers, increased life regeneration while in the jungle, and 6% increased nature elemental critical strike chance. So basically, this is pretty much only useful if you're doing a mage run, so keep that in mind if you want some good magic accessory. And before we do the next boss fight, there is this thing right over here, which is the tree bark dryad. And this spawns naturally in your world, whether it be on the left or the right of your world, doesn't really matter. It will spawn naturally, and he's actually an NPC. Now, you can buy some stuff, some living tree stuff, a wand of sparking, and a finch staff, which is great for early on summoners. Like, actually so amazing because you don't have to go searching for it now, and you can just buy it outright. Now, the only thing is, you can actually hurt this guy by, breaking him. Gives dialogue and such, and you see, breaking him whole will actually ruin your alignment. It will bring your alignment down since this is a friendly NPC. But moving on, we have our little portal area like before. Now, since we're back, we're actually going to take this right here, the Forbidden Ritual. And it says, may draw unwanted attention. Requires the user to have at least 140 max life. And so, basically, what this means is you can't fight this boss until you have 140 max life. Now, it says the chalice has something to say about this item. A forbidden scroll used to summon great demon terrors to the land. These are risky things. Do not be tempted by it, lest you desire the path of sin. Now, that's a whole lot of gibberish to me. But if we use this on the portal right here, we have the guy who spawns, which is the Pale Bat Imp. Or is it? Actually, what ends up spawning is Aaron, and this is a crazy fight. This has some lore to it and alignment things, so you do want to be careful. This is definitely one of the sickest pre-hard mode fights I've ever done. Some of his stuff is hard to dodge. Like, for me, I don't know. I don't play modded enough to know how to dodge stuff like this, and I haven't completed this pack yet. I just know a lot about it. There we go. Dodge that. Oh, there we go. Dodge those. I do hate these little beams that he summons. He's gonna do the shield thing again, as you can see. But if you get in close, you can still hit him, and he's almost dead. Now, as you can see, he's defeated. But you actually get to choose whether you would like to spare him or if you'd like to kill him. Now, that will change your alignment. Sparing him will give you -1 alignment, and killing him will give you -2 alignment. So, if you don't want to kill him because of the sake, your alignment will be bad. There you go. But if you want your alignment to be bad, I recommend killing him. But we're going to spare him. I'm not going to kill him. And there we go. We now have the treasure bag of Aaron. And this gives you the fleeting Aaron's cross every time. It summons a holy shield to orbit around the user, reflecting most projectiles. The shield breaks once enough damage has been dealt to it. You get a hallowed holy grenade of Anglon. 50 range damage. It's basically a grenade, a holy hand grenade almost. Actually, it does quite a bit of damage. It's just more so the weighting of it. And what I got the Holy Magnifying Glass. And this is actually a really good magic weapon. I recommend having this, especially for groups of mobs. It kind of gets crazy, so it's very useful to have. But other than that, you'll get different items. I'm not going to exactly show you everyone because I do want you guys to have a little bit of exploration and, you know, new stuff to figure out for yourself. Now, before we go ahead and wrap this video up, I do want to show you guys a couple endgame weapons that we have in this mod, especially a couple of them being some of my favorite, like the Lament or Lament. I don't really know how to pronounce it. I'm really bad with pronunciation, so but if you guys take a look at this, it just summons a giant freaking skull. Like, is that not sick? And look how much damage it does. 735 magic damage, which is crazy. That is absolutely insane. And we also have, where is it? Oh, here it is. It is the plutonium railgun, which is crazy. Now, I have to grab something to be able to use this. So if you grab this, and I'm just going to grab a couple energy cells. Let me just use those up. And as you can see, this railgun is crazy. It does 410 damage, which is more than enough for anything. Like, this is like absolutely the sickest freaking ranged weapon I've ever used in like almost any mod. So, and the attack's just like, it's not fast, but it's like, it's sick, and it does so much damage, so you don't even have to worry about attacking fast. And, you know, if you wanted an airstrike, you could do an airstrike if you want. Like, how sick is that? These weapons are, like, leagues ahead of some of the weapons in other mods. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more content like this because I really enjoyed this mod. I have so much fun with this, and you guys should definitely subscribe for more content like this. Anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.